Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel. This is Joseph Conlon, and we're doing something a little bit different today. It's actually a first here on the channel. Usually, you guys would see me preview pay-per-views, review weekly shows, but you've never seen me preview a weekly show. That's because this weekend, AEW is having a very big weekend. We have Rampage on Friday night. That's live in Miami. I will not be going to that show. But Saturday night, Dynamite, I am going to that show. And I figured, I'm going with a really good friend of mine to the show. And we haven't done a collab in a long time. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to bring on the man that I am really happy to be going to this show with on Saturday night and next week as well. We're going to back-to-back Dynamites together. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend Nathan Hansen. Nate, how are you doing? We are 2 days away from Dynamite, man. I am very excited.
Hey, what's up, dude? I am so excited as well. It's an interesting card. Even though they've only announced a few matches for this weekend, every single one of them seems interesting. And, it should definitely be a good weekend.
Yeah, I'm very excited, dude. It's a long time coming. The last event we saw each other at was WrestleMania, and not counting WrestleMania, like legit, like the guys, I'm not bullshitting you here. So, like legit, outside of WrestleMania, these next 2 weeks, this is probably the most excited I've ever been going to a wrestling show. Like no bullshit with you. I've been to Royal Rumble. I've been to Extreme Rules. I've been to Elimination Chamber. I went to the third ever episode of Dynamite, but I didn't really know what I was going to get out of that show. But now seeing what AEW is all about and just the fantastic shows they put on, this is legit outside of WrestleMania, the show. This is probably the most I'm ever excited to be going to a wrestling show, man. And I'm excited to be going with you, man. It's a pleasure.
You said this was your second show for AEW, right?
Yes.
This will be in my 16th, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, unfortunately, I live in Florida, so I was able to catch a few Dynamite shows when they were stuck at Daly's place. And I went to all the Florida pay-per-views, and I went to Grand Slam a month ago.
Oh.
So that was almost a month ago already. Wow. I'm super excited, and hopefully we get the build for Full Gear starting soon, because Tony Khan, he seems to know what he's doing right now. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah. Apparently, some of the card got leaked for Full Gear. Did you see that?
I did, and it looks interesting. The only two. Did you see what it said?
I didn't see all of it. I don't want to read all of it because I don't want to be spoiled. But I saw Kenny and Hangman.
That's a given, 100% happening.
I saw Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa.
I think that'll happen as well. And I think we see something about that this weekend.
Yeah.
She attacked her last weekend, so that should be something. That should be something they add.
I saw Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa, and I saw the Inner Circle versus the American Top Team. Now, I don't know what type of match they would do, considering they're doing a 6-man tomorrow night, but those are some of the matches I saw on the.
I feel like they got to put Masvidal in there eventually, because he's going to be at ringside tomorrow night.
Oh,
I'm not sure if you know who Jorge Masvidal is, but
I do.
He's a beast.
Yeah. I think it's Junior Dos Santos in the 6-man tomorrow. Yep. So
and he's got some wrestling experience as well. So
I'm
excited to see. I think probably we'll talk about it when we get to that match, though. I'll save it for that. But yeah, I'm excited for. I saw the entire card, and I won't say anything, but I like all of the matches except for one. So I hope he doesn't go with one of them.
Was it the Inner Circle American Top Team match or no?
No, it involved Cody and someone he's faced a few times already.
Oh, Malachi Black.
Yep, they had a stipulation as well, which is kind of stupid.
Well,
You want me to just say it?
Sure, I guess.
It was a chairs match.
A chairs
or
match?
A chair match. Like a steel chair match.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is kind of stupid, but I mean, you've already faced each other, twice, right?
Yeah,
and
twice.
You won both, so if you have 3, what's really the point?
I don't know. I guess.
I don't know. I know Cody, he's heading towards his, he's doing his dark side thing right now with, Arn. It's, Arn Anderson. You've seen those memes, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about him in a little bit because I'm sure I'm sure we'll see him on Saturday's show. But before we get into all of the festivities here, if you guys have not already, be sure to go check out that vlog, man, from Sunday. Thank you all for the support. Everyone who checked out that vlog at the Tampa Bay Miami Dolphins game. Unfortunately, it did not go the way I wanted to. My team got absolutely blasted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but it's okay because we're 1-4, and we're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars this week, so that should be a.
If you guys lose on Saturday, I would just give up the rest of the year.
Oh, dude, I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs, but if we lose to Jacksonville on Sunday, I really think someone needs to be fired. I really do.
Didn't they trade away their pick to the Eagles to get the pick that they got last year as well?
Yeah,
right? they get Waddle.
Yeah.
So it's backfiring times 100 right now. Because isn't Waddle struggling a little bit too?
Yeah, dude, Waddle's.
It's not working out right now.
Listen, we could talk about Miami for a little bit here, but listen.
Yeah.
Waddle.
You're right.
Waddle is not being utilized well with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, and I like him better with Tua because they had that chemistry from Alabama.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I guess since both shows are in Miami, I thought it would be a little relevant. But yeah, so do you want to talk about Rampage first now, or?
Sure, we might as well just talk. We might as well just talk about Rampage since that's the first show. Now, you will not be going to Rampage, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was going to check it out, but I think I'm just going to enjoy the weekend. And they have the Super SmackDown show that it's going up against. And do you want me to just jump in? Did you hear about the buy-in that he announced, Tony Khan, on Twitter?
Yep.
From 7 to 8 o'clock?
Yep.
Or no, 8. What is it? 8?
9 to
10, right?
9 to 10.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Only 2 matches. One of them's a little bit more interesting than the other, but
hey.
should be a good show.
Yeah, man, I agree. So the 2 buy-in matches that are announced, going up against that supersized show on SmackDown on Fox Sports 1. We have Bobby Fish against Lee Morarity. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Lee Morarity.
Moriarty. Okay. I've seen
Lee Morarity in person before at a house show. He's a really good wrestler who I think would be a great signing for AEW. He is very good at technical wrestling, and he's really good at getting out of submission holds. The guy, he's really young too. I believe he's 24. Yeah, he's a young guy. He's had a lot of matches with Dante Martin.
Didn't he face Ricky Starks?
With Daniel Garcia as well. So he's very familiar with a lot of the guys in the locker room. So
okay.
I'm excited to see, and he's facing Bobby Fish, right?
Yep.
Who I don't really know why they signed Bobby Fish, to be honest with you. The guy is 42 years old, but I mean, he can wrestle, so
I mean, I think I'm personally cool with the Bobby Fish signing because that's another veteran that you have on the
Right.
roster.
Yeah.
He's kind of have the same role as I would say Matt Seidel. They have the
Yeah.
same role, so
Right.
and
I feel like, yeah, he's he's an interesting signing. Like, and I don't think this is ever going to happen because of like contracts and everything. But there's half of the what was former Undisputed Era is now in AEW, and Roderick Strong's contract is set to expire in the middle of 2022. So who knows? Maybe they haven't treated Kyle O'Reilly right. So what if they release him and then there's all four? Who knows? That could be another group that you put in AEW, and holy shit, that would be awesome. But
dude, you could get Adam Cole to turn on the Elite and then have Undisputed Era come for
he's
backup.
100% going to turn on the Elite. It's just a matter of when.
He would have to be a babyface if he turned on the Elite as well.
Well, I think what they're going to end up doing, before we go down on a tangent, I think what they're going to end up doing is as soon as the trios titles get announced, I think it'll be the Young Bucks and Adam Cole as the first trios champions, and they'll go up against like Jurassic Express, the Lucha, what are they called? Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
And like Andrade, I feel like would be a good pairing one day. There's a lot of trios. Like they have the Pretty Picture who they use on Dark a lot. There's a lot of trios teams in not NXT. They don't have any tag teams in AEW. So I that's what I think they do with Adam Cole and the Bucks for the next few months is they keep them in those, like, Adam Cole has a match against someone and then the Bucks attack them. Like they'll keep those three together for as long as they can.
Yeah. So, going back onto this Fish and Lee Morarity match, I think it could be pretty good. I've never seen Lee in a match before in my life, so this will be my first test of how he does. And then the other match, my goodness, Bryan Danielson versus Minori Suzuki. I'm a little upset I can't see that one in person, but you know what? It's okay because I get to see Danielson against Bobby Fish Saturday night. But my God, that's going to be.
So, if I may say, I was at Grand Slam and I got to see they filmed Rampage after. So I did get to see like a 10-minute match when he teams with Lance Archer versus John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. And the dude is a monster. He's a big dude. He's like, I believe he's like 6'5", something like that. He's big. But he is, and he's in his mid-50s as well, which I didn't know that. But I thought it was late 30s. But I'm really excited for this match, and I feel like this is exactly. I feel like if Tony Khan, he probably was like, hey Brian, like, who do you? We need you to face someone on from Japan who's one of the guys you want to face. Like, well, we still have Suzuki in the U.S. I feel like that's going to be. I would make this go 20 plus minutes if you ask me, but
I think
if it's an hour show, if it's from 9 to 10, and there's only 2 matches, maybe they fill it with promos here and there for the show. But I can see Moriarty versus Fish going like 10 minutes, and then the rest of the show is like promos filled with Suzuki and Danielson.
Yeah. And you have that supersized SmackDown that they're going up against tomorrow night.
Right.
So you got to figure out.
I will admit that's also a pretty decent card if you look at it, but it's still kind of like pointless. But I mean, if you're looking for something to watch and you don't have access to YouTube, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to watch the end of SmackDown. But
yeah.
I don't even know what city they're in. I think it's like Baltimore or something.
I have no idea, but
Yeah,
All I know is with that show tomorrow night on FS1, you have to have you have to have a big match that people are gonna be like, okay, you know what? I don't really want to watch SmackDown because AEW is having Suzuki and Danielson before Rampage. I'd rather go watch
right.
that instead.
Yeah.
That's basically what this match is for, and I really think this is going to be an exciting, great match. I'm very excited for it.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Danielson,
Yeah,
because
Danielson's winning.
he's
I
got
don't
the
see him losing a match until maybe Full Gear, which I think he's destined to face. If he doesn't face Adam Cole, I would put him in the ring against maybe Christian if he decides to turn heel. You could put him in the ring with pick your poison. Like you could pick a name out of the locker room. I'm sure he'd love to face him. But
yeah,
you're right. Danielson is definitely winning.
of course. And then we get into the actual Rampage show with CM Punk against Matt Seidel, and we're getting a lot of CM Punk on Rampage. It sucks that he's not on Dynamite, but the fact that we're getting Danielson on Dynamite, I am.
I think he will be on Dynamite because I think what they'll have him do is he's going to beat Seidel. That's a given.
Yeah.
And then I think on Saturday he'll probably do a promo. Maybe they put him on commentary, but I guarantee you he'll come out. I'm pretty sure he's going to come out.
Yeah. I could.
Maybe they put him on Dark, which could be an interesting thing as well.
Maybe I think they'll probably put him on commentary for that show. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I do think this match with Seidel is going to be a very good match. I really.
Yes, sir.
Seidel's kind of like the put over guy, but I really do like what he does. He's very good, and I think Punk's been doing. I think he's been great since his return. I think.
Oh yeah, when I loved watching the Will Hobbs match in New York. That was a great match. I don't know why they moved on from Team Taz. That felt kind of forced. Like if you're ending it already, I would have had him face Ricky Starks at
Full Gear.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. I feel like that would have been a hell of a match.
I can still see that happening, actually, to be honest with you.
Well, to go back to the leaked Full Gear card, that's not who his opponent was on the sheet.
Uh-oh.
His opponent on this sheet was someone else who, could be I won't say it unless you want me to. But,
nah, I don't want you to say it.
Yeah, I'll let people look it up, but it wasn't someone from Team Taz.
Okay.
And he's not facing. Seidel isn't in Team Taz. He's a face as well. So
yeah.
And who's he been in the back with? Like who was it? It was Leo Rush, right?
Yeah. Seidel.
Leo Rush.
It was Leo Rush and Dante Martin.
That's right. Yeah, who's got his own. He's probably going to be murdered on Saturday.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Anyways, yeah, I think this opens. I don't. I think the Inner Circle versus Men in Here is going to be the main event.
Yeah.
But Punk versus Seidel, he's been opening Rampage a lot, so I think he opens the show and he wins in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then we have Ruby Soho. I think she's going up against the Bunny.
Yep, I'm looking at it right here. I don't understand their infatuation with the Bunny. I don't get it, but she's decent in the ring. Like I don't think she can go longer than 10 minutes, to be honest. But all she does is skip around and like throw punches. But Ruby is winning here easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
this is for.
I love Ruby too. She's like the pop she got in New York was really good too. I'm excited for her. I think she would be the perfect TBS champion.
I do too. I think it's
I think they give that title to Jade Cargill though.
No, she's not ready. I said this last week on my show, and I went off what another podcast would say. that first champion should be like a workhorse champion. And you think of workhorses,
Yeah,
you think of Ruby Soho,
right.
Thunder Rosa, Serena Deeb. I think she
Steve
would,
would be a good champion as well.
yeah. But I do think Ruby Soho is going to win this match. This has implications to
Yeah,
see who gets in that TBS tournament. And as far as you said about the bunny, I think she's much better off being as a manager for Butcher and Blade. She's much better in
yeah.
that role, in
When
my
they get
opinion.
out of Team Taz, or not Team Taz,
The eight,
the Hardy family, I still don't think that's. Did Orange Cassidy ever face Matt Hardy, or did they not do that match?
they didn't do that yet.
Yeah, I don't. Anyways, I think Ruby wins in like 7 minutes.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
the main event we have Chris Jericho, TNT champion Sammy Guevara, and Jake Hager against Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, and Junior Del Santos. I'm actually looking forward to this match, to be honest with you.
yeah, I am too. The men of the year. I'm not a huge fan of them. Like Ethan Page is amazing on the mic. He's good in the ring too. Like his match he had with Darby a few months ago. Do you remember that, the coffin match?
Yep.
That was amazing. But
Mm-hmm.
the real star of Men of the Year isn't even a wrestler. It's Dan Lambert.
I love.
And everyone hates Dan Lambert.
Oh my goodness.
He's a great talker. And I do not see the Inner Circle winning this. There is no way in hell they win this match with Jorge Masvidal at ringside. What are they going to do? They're going to bring out Proud and Powerful?
I
What are
don't.
they going to do? Jorge Masvidal he's the best strike kicker in probably MMA history.
I don't know. I can easily see Scorpio Sky taking the pin from either Sammy Guevara or Jericho. I don't
If
know.
they do go that way, I think Guevara gets the win because he's so hot right now.
Yeah.
Jericho doesn't need a win, and like nobody really gives a shit about Jake Hager, to be honest.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think with Men of the Year having as many people as they do, unless it's like a roll up win that happens like suddenly. I don't think they lose this match. Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna beat them and then beat the shit out of them and end the show again? They've already done that. Like, they need to beat them decisively and then keep this feud going because I'm actually enjoying it for what it is. The promos by Jericho, like when Dan Lambert told the crowd to stop singing last week and then they sang his theme again over and talking, that was cool. I really like Dan Lambert and what they have going on with the Men of the Year. But I guess I would say it's 70-30 Men of the Year.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from there. I mean, listen, Dan Lambert's gotten these guys over so well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's amazing. The nuclear he got in Philly last week. Chef's.
What do you think? Oh yeah, Chef Kiss for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think about the idea of the Men of the Year eventually winning the tag team championship against not the Lucha Bros? I would say maybe like Proud and Powerful or Jurassic Express. I feel like they could be tag champs eventually.
I would like it if they stay with Dan Lambert. If they're by themselves and doing their own thing like they did with Darby and Sting, no.
Yeah, you're right. I think, and then you could probably give Ethan Page a title shot as well. Scorpio already lost. I don't think anyone wants to see him as a champion right now. He's not as over as he was when the show started. Do you remember when he was with Kazarian and Daniels? I forget what the name of the team was.
SCU.
Yes, SCU. I completely forgot that even happened, to be honest. I'm looking at I'm looking at Scorpio's bio right now, and he hasn't won a match by himself in a while either. It's been a few months, so.
Yeah. So hold on, I gotta let someone in, and then we'll get to the Dynamite show. Do you want to talk to the people to preview the show for Dynamite?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the phone here.
So we got 3 announced matches for Dynamite on Saturday. Dante Martin is facing who I think is the most interesting character in professional wrestling right now, Malachi Black. And that match should be an absolute squash match murder of Dante Martin.
You said Dante Martin and Malachi Black is going to be a squash match?
Oh, 100%. It's not going to be. It's not going to be a long match. It's going to be like under 2 minutes, 100%.
Oh no, I don't see that happening at all, dude.
You think Martin gets some offense in?
I think they'll probably open. I don't know if they'll open the show, but
I think that could be the main event. To be honest,
it'll be a good.
Unless no, the main event will be the tag title match.
I honestly don't know what the main event's going to be because
any one of these three matches could be the main event. To be honest,
yeah, exactly. That's what I like about this card so much. It's like
So I previewed Dante Martin versus Malachi Black. The other match is Bryan Danielson versus Bobby Fish, which should be really good too because they never got in the ring. I don't think they've been in the ring together at all.
I don't think so.
They could have when they were on the Indies, but I don't think the timelines ever ran out. And then the most interesting match to me, and the one I really feel like this would be a really, really good time to debut Ric Flair. The Lucha Bros are defending the AAA tag team titles against a masked tag team who are known to be close friends of Andrade El Idolo. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people online are saying it's Dragon Lee and I forget, not Alisto. Speaking of Alisto, it could be the Lucha Bros, Lucha House Party from WWE, Kalisto and Sin Cara. That would be interesting because they're on the open market.
I could see it being Dragon Lee and Kalisto. That's not bad.
That would be an interesting. The reason why people are saying it might not be Dragon Lee is because he works with Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor hasn't sent someone through the Forbidden Door yet. But I don't know who wins this, to be honest, because you don't want the Lucha Bros to lose, and you can't have Andrade look weak either. So I'm kind of like, it really depends for me who the team is.
Yeah,
because remember, it's not an AEW championship, but they are on AEW TV, and you can't have your tag champions lose on AEW TV.
No, absolutely no. I don't think Penta and Phoenix should be losing whoever they face. They have such incredible momentum right now. I feel like if you give them a loss, even if it's for the AAA tag titles, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either. I think the Lucha Bros beat whoever this tag team is, and I think the Lucha Bros are going to end up with Andrade eventually. They would be great people. They would be a great tag team to introduce the trios titles with.
Mm-hmm.
But
absolutely.
Imagine the Lucha Bros and Andrade versus the Young Bucks and Adam Cole at Revolution for the inaugural trios championship, or I don't know, maybe they do that at like the Brody Lee show in December, because they wouldn't introduce that title before the TBS title, so it'll probably be sometime in 2022.
If you do that match on a pay-per-view, you're talking about a possibly top 3 match on that card, maybe the best match on that card.
Yeah, absolutely.
So those are the matches announced so far for Dynamite. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to announce more matches tomorrow night.
Let me just tell you this. How many Dynamites have there been other than the Blood and Guts match, where there have been only 3 matches?
None.
The answer, yeah. They're going to fill some stuff in there.
Yeah.
They're probably, if I had to guess what they do, I would say maybe they do something with Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida. Maybe Thunder Rosa and Jade Cargill. What what else could they potentially throw in there?
Hangman.
The CM Punk interview you mentioned earlier, Arn Anderson. Maybe he could have an interview with Shivani in the ring. Kenny Omega could talk about. Hangman could come out and do a celebration or like an interview.
Yeah.
Because he won the chip last week in the ladder match. So.
Yep.
And last time, fun fact, last time they were in Miami, that's when Hangman came out and the Dark Order, like, that's when this whole, that whole thing, back in July, like, before they lost that elimination match, that's where it started. So maybe he could, like, announce that he's going to face, or that he's going to cash in at Full Gear in an interview with Shivani. They'll fill it up with some stuff for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw online, they deleted the tweet. It was Aaron Solo versus Heyman, and the Dark Order was in his corner, and QT Marshall and like his goons were in Aaron Solo's corner. And then they have it 2.0 said on. They did like a backstage promo or something last week. They said that they're going to be in Miami. So maybe Daniel Garcia and 2.0 have a match. I don't know. There's a bunch of things they could do. Adam Cole doesn't have a match. Who else is? Cody is going to be there 100% because he's a poster.
Cody's gonna confront Black after the match against Dante Morton, I think.
Yeah, maybe he beats him down or something like that, or like uses a steel chair to set up a steel chair match.
One more thing before we go. Did you boo Cody in New York? And if he's on the show on Saturday, are you gonna boo him again? Because I'm pretty sure I am.
Oh yeah. I'm not really a fan of booing people in wrestling, to be honest. Like, I understand like it's part of it, like. Me personally, like I totally get why people want to. I think the only people who absolutely I will boo is Roman Reigns, MJF, and who else deserves to be booed? Maybe Miro, Dan Lambert, just guys who like deserve it. I feel like being booed by the crowd is a privilege.
Yeah. Don Callis is another one.
Yeah, Don Callis too. That's a good one. That's a good choice. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of guys who Black is he's gonna be cheered when he makes his way to the ring, and they're gonna boo Cody for sure.
Yeah, dude, I have never. When Malachi debuted, I'm like, I have to go to a show and I have to see his entrance, and I feel like that's gonna be one of the highlights of the night. I think.
Yeah, like I said at the Miami show last time. Hold on. At the Miami show last time, he debuted, but then at the end of the show, when I was leaving the building, I got a picture with him outside. It's really funny because if anyone knows Tommy End, the person, he streams on Twitch. He always does interviews with like smaller companies, like he'll do interviews for like wrestling websites that have like maybe like 300 readers. Like he's a good dude. Like when I met him, I showed him a picture of him when he was Aleister Black in St. Augustine, and he's like, "Oh, I remember that match. Like that year, I still have it. Like I might use it again one day." So it's funny because he's playing probably the most devious heel, except for like MJF or Roman or something like that in wrestling right now. But I don't know. He's such a good dude. It's just funny.
Yeah, no one's gonna boo him as well. So I've heard how cool of a dude he is. He's doing the you know how AEW does the whole meet and greet before the shows and things like that. He's doing it tomorrow. So.
Oh, he is. That's cool.
I read about it like before he came on. I think it's like him, Red Velvet, and
Red Velvet's from Miami, so that makes sense.
Him, Red Velvet, and 2.0. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Where did you read that? Did you see it on like the website?
I saw it on shopaew.com on Twitter.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that is going to do it today, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this first time ever video. If you have not already, folks, you're going to want to be subscribed to the channel because we have a massive vlog this weekend that Nathan is going to be, and you're going to see this man a lot. You're going to see him this weekend, and you're going to see him next weekend, man. You're back.
Yes, sir.
You're back on the vlogs, man. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm making my, I was going to say debut, but no, I've been on twice.
Yes.
Because the last show, I think the last time before WrestleMania I was on your show was the Brody Lee tribute show. It was around there. I might have been on around like February. I don't remember, but yeah, it should be a really, really fun night, and I am excited for it. And I know Tony Khan's there's gonna be some interesting matches announced as well. Tony Khan's gonna throw out there'll be some interviews in the ring. Tony Khan's definitely gonna come out because he always does. Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to say?
Yes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts on this upcoming Rampage and AEW Dynamite show this weekend in Miami at the James L. Knight Center. Hit the like button if you liked what you heard from myself and Nathan in the video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well at Conlin_Joseph. And my friend, if you want to, you can go ahead and plug your Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff.
All right, I got it pulled up because I need to remember this.
Okay.
It's at NathanH1998_ for Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to, I follow Joseph and he mentioned me. So I'm sure you can just pull that tweet up and I'm right there. And I will definitely follow back. And let's all just enjoy some wrestling this weekend. Because it's been a little stressful for everyone. So
Yeah.
I hope Tony Khan he's put on a great card, and I hope Dynamite continues to impress people.
Absolutely.
It's continuing to impress me. And if you would have said to me in January that Danielson, Punk, Brian,
Cole,
all those guys, Cole, yeah, and potentially Wyatt, who it's been a little quiet from him because apparently his contract or his 90 days ends in 2 weeks. So maybe he shows up at Full Gear, but who knows? Yeah, it should be interesting because Tony Khan, he continues to say that he's got some more interesting people he's talking to. So
yeah. So
should be interesting.
also this guy takes fabulous photos. Almost every event he goes to, like wrestling events, this guy takes some really great photos. You brought the camera to WrestleMania.
I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I am definitely gonna bring my camera.
Nice. I can't wait for that.
Yep.
So I will see you guys tomorrow. We're actually gonna have a double upload. We're gonna talk Dolphins, Jags, and then we're gonna talk AEW Rampage at the night. I will see you guys tomorrow, and myself and Nathan will see you guys Saturday night at the vlog or Sunday whenever I upload it at Miami at AEW Dynamite. So you guys have a good night and stay safe, everybody.